we're talking about the homies coming out, let's talk a little bit about former #1 Juice taking on BONK. And we're seeing the return of the host star here, man.
Yeah. I remember Juice used to be, he used to be #1, right?
Yo, he was #1 at the beginning of, at the end of Smash 4 and at the beginning of Smash Ultimate for at least a solid year or so.
Interesting, yeah. And I know BONK has quite a storied legacy here in Philly as well. You know,
of course.
I was watching the Natan BONK set earlier, and just like in the background, just like everyone's just chirping, talking trash. It was so funny. But I think BONK is really just like a loved member of the community, just because people love to just have a good time whenever they see BONK.
Absolutely fantastic personality, one of the funniest dudes that you could ever possibly meet. And, I mean, he is the pro guy. What else can you possibly say about the guy? But, again, with the green-clad Meta Knight going up against he had very few bracket demons, very few people that he could call bracket demons. This Falco was absolutely one of them, as technically proficient as any you could name. At one point, the best Falco on the planet. Juice has since kind of taken on real-life responsibilities. He is nerfed by employment, but you got BONK trying to maybe shake off the demons of his past so that he can move on and perhaps take what has eluded him for so long, that top spot in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, look, shout-outs to Juice for touching grass, but, I mean, competitive Smash is a cruel, unforgiving place, sometimes at least, where if you take that kind of break, obviously you could come back better than everyone. We've seen that before, but I think at this rate, we have seen so many players catch up, and right now, BONK kind of putting in the works. So,
yeah, now we're seeing it. Juice looking for that back air and hits it raw from center stage. He's just good like that. What did we say?
Oh, wow, that's just a KO.
The shuttle loop catching him off guard is not an opportunity that we usually see Juice giving up all that often, but BONK seeing the opportunity present itself. And
here we go.
Certainly. Oh, wait a second. We're seeing the high ladder, perhaps. Not quite yet.
All right. Yeah, both these characters have crazy combo games where they can just like take you on a trip and they'll put you through that 50-second cutscene. So both of these players are like, I think in neutral are playing like pretty careful, but then once one of them like wins neutral, they just start absolutely going in.
Yeah, basically if you miss your quick time event, you're taking 50 to 70%. And that's just, or you lose a stock, depending. Now we're seeing, Marie's the roll up onto the stage, and BONK is going to do it. And I don't know, you got them fries. Maybe a few nuggets will go along with that.
Yeah, that was a very solid showing from BONK, who I think consistently had just a pretty solid lead and just held it down throughout that game and got some pretty nice kills with like the up Bs, the forward smash reads. You know, Falco's a bit of a lighter character, and so, you know, Falco's going to be vulnerable to, like, some of those Meta Knight shenanigans that not everyone's familiar with. I know Juice definitely is, but I think nevertheless, I think BONK is just really good at, again, just using Meta Knight's tools.
Oh, wait a second.
Wait, are we seeing a Roy switch?
We could very well be. I mean, we've seen Juice experiment with a lot of characters in the past. Struggled at the very beginning of this game, the preseason in December, experimenting with all sorts of different characters. I believe K-Rool and Marth were among them. But
the Juice K-Rool?
Yeah, we saw, I mean, everyone had a K-Rool.
True, but I did too.
Yeah, no, hey, I did. I'm not ashamed to admit that, but we're, but wound up settling, I believe, on ZSS, the Smash 4 main.
Yeah.
At the beginning, and then switching over to Falco and being #1.
Wait, no jump.
With that, yeah, no jump, but is able to make it back, and BONK.
Missing the ledge.
That's the thing with BONK. He is susceptible to those kinds of mistakes, and even though he doesn't like to admit it, that has been his Achilles heel for so long. He's lost crucial sets as a result.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, both of these players really don't want to make those kind of mistakes because.
Beautiful!
Wait, what?
The drill rush off to the side and mutually assured destruction, but it's the BONK's detriment here.
Yeah. This has been an odd game. Just stocks going off the table.
Wait a second.
And hold on. Now
we see it.
Bro,
the Lahayim ladder!
Oh my goodness.
Blazer is going to let Juice get back to the stage, but oh my goodness.
BONK is playing.
Scraping against the blast zone. You gotta be ready with that tech.
This has been such an unhinged game.
Oh,
Stock's been flying.
These are two unhinged players. I don't know what to tell you, man.
They got no chill, and especially since Roy, like, Meta Knight's Light can die very easily. Roy, you know, doesn't have the best recovery and has been susceptible at edge guarding this game. And is BONK really gonna win this game after SDing twice?
I mean, there's a distinct possibility of that happening. Wait a second. Oh, it gets caught with the Condor dive, and BONK is going to move on by a score of 2-0 in